Hello there, Internet. Version 2 here with Let's Play Danganronpa, new Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony.
Oh, Rantaro?
Today this... Rantaro. Yeah. Not what I was expecting. Not what I think anyone was expecting. Yeah. This happened. Which raises, like, so many questions about... Was he the one who opened the bookcase? And if so, what the fuck?
What in the world? What the hell's going on?
Yeah, this happened. Correct response. Right after Tenko screamed, the front door of the library burst open, and the 4 people who were in the game room rushed in. Hi, everyone.
What happened?
Yeah. This happened. Himiko?
Oh my.
You haven't noticed the dead body? Is that... What's wrong with it? You can't tell, Angie?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're straight to the point.
Huh?
Not surprising. That's unfortunate. Angie, like, I get your whole god business, but god damn it.
But how?
I agree with Gonta. How? Someone's dead. It's the first death you've seen. Come on. Shuichi examined Rentaro's body and placed his hand close to his mouth to check for breathing.
It's no use.
We're too late. So I've also noticed the dialogue boxes are now got this over them. I don't know if it was a thing before. The school logo up the top with the music, was that covered in blood before? I mean, I'm gonna guess it's a thing because deadly life, but still.
No way.
He's dead, yeah. Yeah, this, I'm recording this like a week after the previous episode. Because these things are long now. Because I used to try and do it like a whole chapter at once, but they're way longer in this, it seems. So, yeah, I've had like a week to think it over, and just, my thought process has just been, holy fucking shit, it was fucking Rantaro, and not much else.
Are you serious?
He's dead. My vision began to swirl, my legs wobbled beneath me. But out of sheer desperation, I kept my mind working. Why was Rantaro here? And the monitor is off. Yeah, we haven't had the body announcement. There's more than 3 people, 4 people spotted it to start with. Is he actually the mastermind? It was no longer displaying Monokuma anymore. Does that mean the mastermind is dead? That has to be it, which this means Rantaro was...
Well...
This means the killing game has started, huh?
Huh?
What? Someone killed Rantaro and... Maybe not.
I don't get it.
What do you mean, maybe not? Maybe the killing game hasn't started. Maybe this just ended it.
What?
Ended it? What do you mean?
Because...
The mastermind. Rantaro was the mastermind.
Huh?
The mastermind. Yeah, no one has any idea what the fuck you're on about. I don't know how he died. That ball next to him may have something to do with it, given that it's covered in blood. But if Rantaro was in the library before the time limit ended,
That's true.
there's a high chance that the mastermind planned this. And if he's dead... There it is! Nope, it wasn't Rantaro at all.
A body has been discovered!
So it was turned off and waited for 7 people just to fuck with Shuichi and Kaede? Was that it? It was just to fuck with them?
Everyone, please gather in the library!
The rules in this state, 3 people find it, the body announcement plays, right? Because if that's the case, it should have played before the other 4 got in here. Do the rules stay saying this one? I thought they did. Hi, Monokuma.
Oh, I'm glad!
What a relief. A murder took place just before time ran out. How? I gotta admit, I was a little nervous there because the killing game hadn't started yet. Jeez, you guys really know how to keep me in suspense. The mastermind is controlling you. By mastermind, do you mean the real mastermind who's controlling me? And you think it was Rentaro? What an imagination! Of course that's wrong! Look at the fucking screen! If the mastermind had died, this killing game would be over.
That's wrong.
But the victim was Rentaro Amami, the ultimate who cares? Nothing more, nothing less. What are you talking about? Shuichi, what does this mean? What's going to happen? Class trial.
No.
Monokuma is wrong, isn't he? Isn't Rentaro the mastermind? How would Monokuma be here if that was the case? We came here as soon as the sensor went off, right? No one else was in the library. Rentaro was the only one who could have moved the bookcase. Wouldn't that mean he was trying to use that hidden door and that he was the mastermind? I mean, it's not necessarily true that he can be the only one who know, like, only the mastermind can know about it. Shuichi, you found it too. Also, I think when we tried to do the free time with Rentaro, he was totally standing down here next to that bookcase. I mean, because he did say he was going to stop this. Was his plan to try and just break into that room and find them? Because if it's, like, was his idea if it's an hour beforehand, whoever's doing this may already be in there? So I'm going to break in and stop them, because if it's an hour before, they have to be there, because they won't be anywhere else, because they have to get ready for all this to happen. Was that Rentaro's plan? I mean, he still definitely could have found this thing. Again, Shuichi, you found it too.
No.
A slight fault in your plan of just assuming that only the mastermind would find it, even though you found it too. But if he was the mastermind, why is the killing game not over? Why? Why is he... That's the bigger question. I mean, honestly, it's the big question regardless whether he's the mastermind or not. If he was the mastermind or if he isn't the mastermind, how's he dead? How's he dead? How did we either not catch whoever did it, or if someone, like, for them running away, or if they were in here beforehand, how did the sensor not go off before Rentaro got here?
It's no use.
I don't know. I don't know. Shuichi. The pictures. We can check the pictures. I'm sure that the cameras we set up in the library will give us a clue. At that moment, the library door swung wide open. Everyone else. Hi, everyone. Dead body.
Oh no.
Dead body.
Really?
What the fuck? What the fuck, Mew?
I see.
And yep, the exact reaction I expect from you. Yeah, exactly the response I expect. My dearest friend, okay. I mean, is dead. I mean, was killed. You clearly don't give a shit, so stop pretending you give a shit.
Stop it.
As you say, stop it, but that's the same thing. How ironic. The guy who wanted to live ended up dead, and the guy who wanted to die survived. Yeah, you'd be annoyed by this business, but like, motherfucker, you could have killed me instead of going and get yourself killed, asshole. Yeah, what the fuck's going on? An explanation isn't necessary. Thanks to the... Oh, shit. Yeah, forgot about this whole fucking thing. There won't be a class trial, so there would just be a waste of time. Never find out what happened.
Go ahead.
With that said, if you're the blackhead who killed Rentaro, raise your hands.
What?
Degenerate male.
A male killed Rentaro, didn't he? Okay, Tenko. Yes, we get your character.
Wait.
How you know boy do it?
Won't forgive you.
Violent crimes are almost always committed by violent, disgusting men. Well, that is true. It is still possible it wasn't a guy.
Damn.
Dumbass, how dare he go get himself killed?
Don't screw around.
I'll friggin' punch you into orbit. Yeah, what if the person just comes forward now before they can get out of school? Everyone else just beats the shit out of them. Don't get so angry. Send off your graduating classmate with warm farewells.
Rise and shine, Earthside!
Oh yeah, hey. Hi everyone.
It's getting interesting.
Or send them off with hostility like a bunch of catty popular girls. That's fine too.
It's my time to shine.
But if it's gonna disrupt the process, then we're gonna bust out the exercise.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm not gonna look. I don't wanna look at nasty dead body. So whoever did this really gets to graduate. Huh? Heck yeah! I'm a real stickler for the rules. I'm also tough on convenience store clerks.
My heart's racing.
Then congratulations! With the Blackens who's about to graduate, please raise their hands. I decided on a voice for Monotaro between videos of high-pitched squeaky thing. Seriously? What the? No one's raising their hands.
You bastards!
Hey, did you hear me? All the Blacken has to do to graduate is speak up. You know? Seriously, the person who killed them's not even gonna come forward? Why? Why would you not? Why would you not? Do you want everyone else to die? You want to get away with this and want everyone else to die. Why would you not come forward? You get out of here. The only reason not to come forward is to want everyone else to die. Surely, right? No one's stepping forward. that was terrible. That was so close. No one's stepping forward. What's going on? I see how it is. The Blacken has no need for the first blood perk. They would rather do a class trial. Excuse me?
Oh.
Very well then.
Psycho!
I will give the Blackens what they want and hold a class trial.
Oh.
Wow!
It's getting interesting.
Now this is a spicy twist.
Hold on!
My voices are incredibly inconsistent. I apologize for that. What the heck's going on?
Got it?
Like we said before, we're gonna hold the class trial so you bastards can find Rentaro's killer. Get it right and only the Blackens will be punished. But if you get it wrong, brain surgery. Damn. Why is it turning more country fucking thing?
My heart's racing.
Everyone besides the Blackened will be punished. Everyone besides the Blackened? Everyone. This outcome is much worse. The culprit should have just had for. Yeah, why not?
Thrills, chills, kills!
But before we can hold the class trial, you gotta investigate first. If you don't investigate the murder, you won't be able to argue over who did it. So you're saying we need to do the investigation ourselves too? Of course, the investigation is what makes the killing game so good. I thought you liked the execution and the death parts of it, not the scouring around for clues part. But you guys are gonna investigate this crime and uncover the truth. The Blacken's handiwork has made this much more entertaining than I expected. Alright, the trial will begin soon, so police give the investigation your all.
So long, farewell!
Bye. Thank God I can stop doing voices for a second. I can just not do them, but I've started and I'm fucking sticking to it. Let's get going then. See, you're so high. Where do we start? The dead
Don't
body?
you get it?
We're looking for the truth of Rentaro's death, right? If we can't figure out who the culprit is, then we'll be annihilated for sure. I don't want to be annihilated. The girl should be allowed to live it. Yes. We understand what your character is, Senko. We understand. We get it. It's just, it's almost every line of hers. Like, I'm fine with that being her character because men do suck. And, like, I'm totally fine with that being her character. I just wish it wasn't forced into almost every single line of a dialogue. Like, it's more, like, it's not, like, I'm fine with the actual that characterization. I just wish it wasn't all the time. Whereas someone like Miyo Kikichi, it's forced into almost every one of their lines, and I also just don't like that characterization. So, you know. And also Himiko's just constant excuses for not using magic. Why can't you use magic now?
Why you?
You're the last person. Oh, for fuck's sakes, Miyo, go away. Can at least Miyo or Kikichi have done it so they're gone, please? Do not fret. Just imagine this as something out of a police drama or detective manga. Detective, you say? There it is, yeah.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Impossible!
I'm in trouble. I never watched police dramas or read detective
Let's
manga. There's no need to think so hard. We only need converse with the Why do you have to be creepy with everything you say? A corpse is not simply a dead person. That's just an assumption made by the living. Oh, you're talking about spirits and stuff?
Wonderful.
You can just say research for clues. You don't have to be a fucking creepazoid about it. Honestly, Tenko, fucking who knows at this point? One of us is really the culprit. The odds are 1 in 15. That shouldn't be hard to figure out. It's less than... If you're talking about odds and guessing, then that's really bad odds for death, it being the penalty for losing.
Don't screw around.
That's not the problem
On your
here.
knees.
Is it you or maybe it's you? If they would admit it, they would have admitted it before. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who's the killer? Only Atwa knows. That's a terrible way of picking the killer. Thank you, Gunter.
How exciting.
Everyone's competing to see who's the most paranoid. That's not boring. Kikichi, for fuck's sake.
That's wrong.
Stop. We can't do this. We can't go back and forth accusing each other. Do some investigation. Like, damn it. We need to trust each other and start a serious investigation. Only one of us can't be trusted. If all 14 work together, the other 14 work together, we'll be able to work this out.
Hey.
We all lose trust in one another because of this. It's all over. We have to believe in each other and investigate this case. Investigating is the same thing as not trusting each other.
No.
It's completely different from what Monokuma wants us to do. He wants us to throw accusations at one another and lose all trust in each other. And we can't let him get what he wants. We need to investigate this murder. Not because we don't trust each other, but because we do. If everyone doesn't trust each other, then they'll be right to not trust one person and they'll have betrayed the trust of the other 14. If you trust everyone, then one person will stab you in the back and it will hurt, but you'll still have your trust in all the other people. So it still works better. Did I say something wrong? You're just so direct and assertive. It's similar to what they said about Kaede before, wasn't it? No, I just said what was on my mind. I think she said she spoke from the heart. But yeah, it's very similar to Kaede when they first heard about the killing game. Yeah. You really are a detective. Now that we need to investigate, you're becoming super reliable.
All right.
It's like a half backhanded compliment. I agree with Shuichi. Actually, he just said exactly what okay, Kaito. Okay, Kaito. You're so cool. Males are degenerate creatures that betray others easily, but I'll trust you this time. Again, it's every single line. The only good thing about males is that girls give birth to them. No, the only good thing about them is that a bunch of them have dicks.
Allow Gonta.
Gonta not smart. Not sure Gonta be much help, but Gonta do his best for everyone. I work hard with Atsu's guidance. I'm much happier alive than dead anyway. See, your faith is bullshit. You don't even fucking want to be dead and meet Atsu.
That's right.
As novice investigators, logic dictates that we work together rather than give in to paranoia. Thanks, Keebs.
I will do my best.
Kibo, I keep calling him Keebs because it's a cute nickname, but Kibo's already that and he wanted to be called Kibo. And I keep fucking it up and I'm as bad as Kikichi and I hate myself. If this is what everyone desires, then I shall give this task my all. Should finding the killer be like your task anyway because it helps everyone survive and that's like serving them, I guess.
Okay.
You can leave it to me. I'll find the culprit in no time. Just leave. Go away. I'm glad. No one's given up yet. Of course they haven't. I can't change what has already happened. All I can do is what must be done. Otherwise, Rentaro died for nothing. I mean, even catching the killer means Rentaro dies for nothing. It just means another person dies. But okay. I have to do it. I won't give up. We'll all escape from here. I'll make sure of it.
Well then.
Let's get started. We need to do this, so poor Rentaro won't have any regrets, and so we can survive. Okay. Let's find the culprit who killed Rentaro.
Yeah.
Yeah! Thank you, Shuichi. So much has happened in such a short time, and I haven't been able to keep up with everything. But I know that I need to fight back against this class trial to protect everyone. Alright. Let's go. Oh, right, Monokuma file. This isn't quite the mood I was expecting, but
I'm glad.
it's okay. At least you now guys seem like you're getting into it. We gotta get the Monokuma file.
Oh.
It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Why do you gotta keep making her pull faces like that?
Dun, 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 dun.
A notebook that will kill anyone whose name is written in it. The Death Note.
Yeah.
My bad. It's a Monokuma file. Kills whoever's name's written in it. Whoever's name's written in it is already dead. That's not...
I guess.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Let me explain.
The Monokuma file's a detailed report that summarizes all the info about the dead body. But there's no info that would point to the blackened, because that would ruin the trials.
Get along.
I don't know, maybe you guys will find it useful since you're not experienced investigators, you know? Time of death, cause of death, location of
Don't
death.
screw around.
Monokuma file. Like, how I'm gonna believe something he made? Whether you believe it or not, it would still be prudent to examine its contents, no?
Atua has spoken.
He says we shouldn't take our eyes off the monopad. Yes. I think we should read it, yeah. This file has all the information about the victim. I wonder what it says. I'd love if this is how we found out the ultimate. It doesn't say what his ultimate talent is. Damn it. The victim's body was discovered in the library. The estimated time of death is 9:10 p.m. The victim was subjugated to blunt force trauma in the back of the skull, resulting in cranial fractures and immediate death. No other injuries were detected. I mean, there's a murder weapon like right next to it. Monokuma File 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Doesn't say whether or not he's the mastermind. Well, that's obvious. But the killing game is still going on. So I'm going to assume he wasn't, right? You're still worrying about this, Kaede? But if Rentaro wasn't the mastermind, then who is? I mean, still finding out who it is, yes. But assuming that it still could be Rentaro is weird.
Actually,
I know it seems a little late, but seeing this makes it real. Rentaro is real. The dead body didn't do that.
that's right.
This is the mastermind's fault.
No doubt about it.
The mastermind killed Rentaro.
That's-
Mastermind. I'm sorry. What are we talking about?
Please.
Kaede, please explain what is going on and spare us no detail. Are you gonna actually explain what you were all doing beforehand?
Yeah.
I will. That would make sense if the mastermind was just like, oh, you're gonna try and break in here? Fucking fuck you, and just killed him. Shuichi and I explained to everyone. We told them about the possibility of the mastermind hiding among us. That'll foster trust between everyone. And the trap we had set in the library to lure them out. And that someone got snagged in our trap, so we came to the library to check and discovered Rentaro's body.
Understood.
So that is what happened. I was not aware you two had planned such a thing. So he used those cameras I modified for this bullshit?
You know,
I thought it was gonna be sex things. Why would you keep something so important a secret from us? Once we knew one of us was the mastermind, we'd start fighting over who it was. That's what you two were afraid of, wasn't it? Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah. They would hide and, like, we wouldn't be able to
But-
expose them. But if they are cameras, would this case be solved really easily? That's so boring. Your amusement is the least of our concerns. We need to check the cameras right now. Yes, let's do this. Let me go get the cameras. Just wheel around this big ladder everywhere. Should any of the cameras up high? I don't think so. No, she tried putting the cameras up high and it didn't work. Shuichi quickly retrieved all three cameras and rushed back to everyone.
Is that all right?
I've got him. It was hard removing the camera that Kaede set up. She really taped it down well.
Because
I want the camera to fall since it was aimed at the moving bookcase.
Remember.
Here, it's these three cameras. Now we just have to develop the film.
I will do it.
I thought they had something inside
That's
that did it already.
amazing.
Is there anything the Ultimate Maid can't do? What was the thing that she said before she refused to do? I heard everything you said. If that's what you need, just leave it to me. What?
I'll do it.
I'll develop the photo so you bastards can focus on the investigation. If you guys get punished, it would be way too gory. You said you wanted everyone to die, didn't you?
Stop it.
Don't butt into her. But she ignored my objection, walked up to Shuichi and took the cameras from him. I am strong, sensual woman. Do not underestimate me. Give us back.
To me.
No need to worry. We all have to follow the rules. We won't do anything underhanded or devious. My girl voice is incredibly inaccurate and changing all the time, and I apologize. Again, I'm in speech therapy to learn, so it's just going to be vaguely sexist, high-pitched, whiny voice because I'm a bad person. So I'll let you know when I'm finished developing the photos. Okay. Better not do any fucking sketch. It was pointless to yell at her. Monofi left as swiftly as the wind.
My.
There she goes. That was important evidence.
Sorry.
I was being careless. It's probably okay. She said she developed photos, then give photos back. Wasn't there a thing in the cameras that developed them? I thought that was
That's
the whole
right.
thing. And she said she had to follow the rules, so I don't think she would destroy evidence.
sheesh.
Looks like we've got no choice but to believe
Cause
that.
Atua is watching over us.
It's important to believe. Atua only shows mercy to those who believe. Super not. Kaede, I know you're worried, but you can trust me. We just have to be patient. That's not all I'm worried about. I thought this whole thing would be over once we exposed the mastermind. But now we're just in a bigger mess. A mess we have to see through to the end.
Hey,
Kaede, I have a proposal
is
for
that
you.
all right?
If it's alright with you, could we keep working together during the trial? Like we're doing now? Aww. I know I'm just an apprentice, but I think I can help you as a detective. No, I want to help you.
Shuichi.
With you on my side, it will be like having 100 people
Thank
helping
you.
me. Aww. I don't care about this mushy stuff, so let's just get started already. And try to take this seriously, okay? Our lives are on the line. Kokichi! God, just... Like, he just says whatever he can to try and fuck with people or try and look... Oh, my God.
Actually,
It takes a lot of mental power to say something like that so
what do
cheerfully.
you think?
Before we start, I'd like to suggest that we not investigate by ourselves. Why?
In other words,
We'll let the culprit work by themselves. They might just try and destroy evidence, right? Since the culprit is one of us, if each of us watches the other, no one will be able to hide any
My
evidence.
apologies.
I do not intend to offer a suggestion that would further arouse suspicion, but... That's logical. Please speak your mind, Kurumi. It's not something you should it's not something you should be proud to say, but I guess we don't have a choice. After all, if we don't find out who the culprit is, we'll all be killed. We have to do it. Once we expose the masterminds, we'll be able to escape. We can definitely do it. You're really, really hoping it's the mastermind who killed them, aren't you? It's a mysterious globe, but I don't think it has anything to do with the incident. I'll find. Hey, Kurumi. To be. Why did the culprit not step forward and take advantage of the first blood perk?
Huh?
It's fucking weird. The culprit must have killed to survive, so it's odd that they would not step forward. I wonder what that means.
That's true.
I think in several possibilities, but the worst case scenario is the culprit's objective wasn't to survive, it was to kill everyone here.
Huh? That is correct.
That would explain why they would forego their survival in favor of a class trial. Doesn't that seem like a bit of a stretch to
Do
you?
you agree?
If the culprit is also the mastermind, then it's certainly plausible.
Yeah.
Killing all of us does seem like something the mastermind would do. So we cannot lose this fight. Even on this uncharted path, we must find our way. Don't lose your way! Sorry, like half sorry. Hi there, girls whose name I keep forgetting. The girl who formerly had a name. That's your name from now on. I don't know who killed Rentaro, but it's Monokuma's fault it happened. Because he pressured us. This happened. Pardon me. That motive he gave us is a part of it. And so is that strange music. Yeah, that music was fucked. I had to re-listen to it while I reloaded from my save to get to this point. You played that music at such a high volume to make us feel sick and want to kill.
Okay.
It was awful. I thought I'd go crazy.
I can't believe it.
I thought I was getting fucked while hitting my own pussy. I bet someone felt pressured by that and killed Rentaro. It's all Monokuma's fault. Anyway, we have to stop the mastermind, so this is the last murder that ever happens here. We just have to. Promotional video background music has been added. Interesting. Hi, Mew.
Trashy skank.
Okay. Okay.
Ah.
It's a prone. What? I don't mean to butt into the conversation, but don't you mean drone?
Actually,
If it was a prone, it'd team up with the rest of the Ganglion Alliance to destroy humanity. I don't know these anime references y'all are making. I have no idea what she's talking about. The controller is... Now you're getting a dick cheat. Why? Why every sentence? She laughed obnoxiously and pointed her finger upward. Drone!
feast your eyes on the latest creation from the gorgeous girl genius, Miuruma.
You know, you being pretty doesn't mean you can just be a bitch.
It's a drone.
It's not real life. That's terrible, I'm sorry.
I told you that's a drone. If it was a drone, it'd be leading a pack of vicious monsters.
Don't get that anime reference
I
either.
don't get
When did you have time to make this?
I got bored after I made those cameras you asked for, so I modified this RC plane.
You turn an RC plane into a drone, that's
I
pretty
even
good.
decked it out with a camera so it'll take perfect aerial photographs.
Damn!
From there, I'll use the photos as a reference to draft a floor plan to help the investigation.
You're actually working on something that's helpful. Fucking go, Mew.
This way, I get out of having to do any actual investigative legwork.
Oh, it's just so you can be lazy. Okay. Drafting a floor plan with photos? I'm sure this will help the
Out of my
investigation.
way.
I'm not used to operating a drone and taking pictures with it.
Jeez.
You shouldn't be proud of that. And if you don't hurry, the investigation will end soon. I can't do shit about that. They're probably bigger than yours, Mew.
Oh, jeez.
My chest is way better than your nasty cow hunters. Jeez, Kaede. Whoa, you're going back. I mean, we don't need to rely on just two women fighting each other by insulting each other in misogynistic ways anyway. Like, fucking... whatever. Okay.
What did I do? Actually,
You're a bit wimpy when someone stands up to you, huh? You're actually a complete wuss. Look at the drone just flying around. Hi, drone. Again, like, I appreciate that people actually stand up to Mew, unlike Akichi, because no one stands up to him, it seems. Like, people actually stand up to Mew when she's being an annoying bitch, or just a complete and utter dickhead. But again, I don't like the trait of the strong woman is actually weak, because that happens so much in anime, and especially in hentai. And it's frustrating, and I'm conflicted. Hey, Kaede, do you remember what we saw when we came in here? A dead body? Oh, how it was moving back. I was thinking of the dead body. It means it was open. No one even touched it, so how did it happen? It has to do with how the bookcase works. You move the bookcase to reveal the hidden door. Ramble, 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 ramble.
Is that all right?
If I let go of the bookcase... So okay. I guess so once you go inside, it will close on its own, so you don't, like, it's able to close while you go in there. The bookcase is set up like an automatic door. It closes after a period of time. It makes perfect sense when you think about it. If it didn't close on its own, you wouldn't be able to put the bookcase back after you went inside.
I see.
The bookcase has to close on its own once you go through the hidden door. Moving bookcase has been added. If the book, whoa, okay, real big zoom in. If the bookcase closes itself after you enter the hidden door, maybe the reason why the bookcase closed itself was because the mastermind was hiding just past the hidden door. He said that it closed after you let go of it, not that when you enter the door.
You're right.
After killing Rentaro, they ran through the hidden door. It's certainly possible, but then they'd be here if it was one of us. Let's check that now. How do we check
Remember.
it? With us on the card reader, remember? Oh yeah, you put it back. And just do this animation again. We spent money on it, so we're gonna do it as many times as possible.
Then...
Sorry, I have vanilla coconut. I have to drink it. We leaned in to get a closer look at the gap of the card reader. Dust is still there. They're not in there.
You're right.
Looks like the card reader wasn't used. That means the mastermind didn't hide here. What did the mastermind replace the dust after they used the card reader? That quickly?
No.
I remember exactly where I put the dust. This hasn't been moved at all. Wow, you can remember it that specifically? So I think it's safe to assume the mastermind did not go through this door. Then the one who moved the moving bookcase at the time was Rentaro.
No.
Can't say for sure. We'll know more when we get the pictures back. There's a chance that someone else was hiding. But then they would have set off the sensor, or they'd be here. I still think the mastermind is the culprit. So we just need to find the clues that can connect us to the mastermind. We'll end the killing game that way too. You are really heavily focused on this, Kaede. You're very much still going on about it. We're not even able to go over and check the body. Oh, no, we can. Okay. I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you this, but should we investigate Rentaro's body? We want to find clues, we have to. But if it's too much for you, Kaede, you don't have to, okay? It's fine. My mind was set, and I started to walk towards Rentaro's body. I can actually learn about how he was killed with this. The last time I saw Rentaro, he was alive and well. Well, no, because you walked out to this side, and then you walked, so last time you saw... Spandex. Why did Rentaro die here? Yeah, over here, away from the door, too.
Huh?
What do you mean, die here?
Remember.
If Rentaro was the one who moved the bookcase, that would mean he came all the way over here after the bookcase opened. He moves away from the hidden door to this spot. Why would he do that? And there's no trace of his body being moved. It doesn't add up. That is very confusing.
Are you okay?
Buster Wolf! You've gone pale. Although I guess that's normal. We have to investigate the body, after all. The body of someone who was alive and talking to us just a little while ago. It's okay, really. We just have to do our best. Not just for Rentaro's sake, but also so we can avenge him. And so we can protect everyone else. We have to defeat the mastermind who's orchestrating this whole thing.
Hey!
God, you were saying that word a lot, Kaede. I'll help you in any way I can. I'll support you for this investigation. I am sort of a detective, after all.
Jeez.
Sort of. You are a detective, remember?
Okay.
Ah, right. Are you worried about the whole thing? Because last time you found out the truth, the person who was the killer, like, got super angry at you. Why would he do that? There's no trace of body being moved. Okay. Why did he die here? So we've got blood splatter up the wall. Bloody shot put ball. A bloody shot put ball is on the ground.
Could it be...
The shot put ball. Could it be...
Yeah.
It definitely came from the warehouse on the first floor. A place that... Only 2 people that we've seen be in there are us 2. There's blood all over it. That's the murder weapon, right? I don't see anything else that could have been
You're
used.
right.
The shot itself is heavy. You would have to be fairly strong to use it as a weapon. Fairly strong, huh? To just knock it over the back of someone's head, like right onto there. Oh. I know we need to examine his body, but I'm not sure where to start. The big bloody spot on the back of his head?
Leave it to me.
I can do it. Shuichi showed no hesitation as he began to examine Rentaro's body. There's blood on the back of his head. It's a pretty deep wound. It's consistent with blunt force trauma. I don't see any other injuries. The Monokuma file is accurate. This must be the fatal wound. So we can trust the Monokuma file?
Okay.
For now. Shuichi then stuck his hand into Rentaro's pocket. Checking what he had on his person. There might be a clue. If we're going to do this, we have to be thorough. I told you I'd support you, after all. How can you say that with so much confidence? Come on, Katie, pull yourself together. Rentaro had in his possession the key to his room and the student handbook monopad. The monopad is definitely his, and it's exactly the same model as ours. He didn't have a card key on him? That's what I was thinking, but he didn't have it. Rentaro really wasn't the mastermind. If he was the mastermind, he wouldn't have come here without the card key. So with what we know now, that is the most likely possibility. Why was Rentaro here if he wasn't the mastermind? His belongings.
Are you okay?
Buster Wolf! We've finished investigating the body. Let's get out of here for now, okay? I mean, the blood splatter? No, we're not gonna investigate that. Cause that's more so, cause I'm just thinking it's just like the blood splatter on the wall. How would that hit him to make the blood splatter on the wall? It goes really fucking high up the wall. Like the blood splatter goes high up the wall and it's on the wall. Would the blood splatter, like if he was standing facing that wall and away from the bookcase, if he was, like, hit in the back of the head then, would that spray onto the wall or would his head get in the way? Conversely, if he was facing the other way, like, that opened and he backed away from it, if he was hit then, like if someone was, like, in, like, if the killer, mastermind, whatever, like, if they were crouched in that corner behind this bookcase, and as Rentaro, like, is walking backwards from that, if they just slam in the back of the head then, I'm trying to work out, like, where would they be for the blood to splatter back onto the wall like that? More so, I was just trying to think, did they hide here and hit him to go there and then continued hiding here? Or did, as he opened it, they came in from outside and then walked up to him? That blood splatter and how that blood splatter would work from his body, which I don't actually know because I don't know enough about blood splatter, would determine whether the killer was in the room hiding beforehand or whether they came in from outside the room to get into there to find him. One way or I mean, not conclusively, but it would have an idea of, like, because if they were in here before, then hopefully the cameras might be able to show that, or show at least why them being in here didn't activate the sensors. Which makes me think that they may have come in from afterwards. Which if they came in from afterwards, sensors have already gone off by that point, and they've like run up to him. But then run up and hit him in the back of the head while he's not looking. But again, why would he open that and then look away? Unless his plan was to open it, hide, hope that the mastermind, if he is trying to find the mastermind, which he said he was going to try to kill the game, stop the killing game. So I'm going to guess he was. Did he open it, hope that tampering with that or fucking it or whatever would tell the mastermind someone's down here, and then he tried to hide in that corner to then like try and catch the mastermind as they came back down here, and then was killed by them or someone else in the process. Something is bothering me. Why did Rantaro come to the library? It seems likely that he is not the mastermind. What reason did he have for coming here? I'm guessing it had something to do with what Rantaro mentioned earlier. You weren't here for it. It's not about outfoxing everyone in this killing game. It's about ending the game itself. That's the real goal. He was trying to stop the mastermind, which means he found this thing too. Your whole plan did not hedge your bets on the fact that someone else could discover this, which you should have accounted for because you discovered it.
Could it be...
Then it's possible he noticed the hidden door in the library, just like we did? He might have come to the same conclusion we did, that the masterminds would come here. He had the same idea as us? No way, he should have told us. You didn't tell anyone. We could have worked together. You didn't tell him either. None of you knew. I collapsed on the floor, crushed by the weight of my frustration.
No.
He probably couldn't risk telling us. Like you said, he was suspicious of everyone. He didn't have a second person like we do. I have you, Kaede, but Rantaro didn't have anyone he could trust. That might have been the only difference between me and him. As he said that, he offered me a hand. I took my hand and he firmly pulled me to my feet. Zoom in.
Remember.
Kaede, let's go. We can't waste time now. You're not going to give up, right? You're going to save everyone.
Yeah.
Shuichi. He's right. I can't give up now.
Shuichi,
I feel like I can rely on you even more. Shuichi is right. We can't give up until it's over. I can't stay depressed forever. I have to help everyone get out of here. I have to continue the investigation. We gotta find the mastermind. I mean, I'm having a thought process. Mainly to do with the shot put ball and, you know, where the shot put ball came from and everything. So that's, you know, it's fine. So we're done here?
By the way,
You guys set up security sensor on the top of this book. Where the fuck were you?
Okay.
Shuichi climbed up the ladder and looked on the top of the moving bookcase.
Remember.
It's still here. I should take it down now. Removing it is fine. But won't the receiver go off when you move it?
No.
It's alright, I turned the receiver off. You can turn it off? I made sure to switch it off on the way down here. He did come down here on his own and then came back up to us. I thought the mastermind could still be inside and I didn't want to alert them.
I see.
Smart thinking. Receiver on Shuichi has been added to that. Where the fuck was he? Oh, you're over here. Sup, buddy? I didn't even see you over there. I know exactly what your thought process is with what you just said. Near the body. I was thinking, well, there was a camera over there. Actually, all the cameras have been grabbed. There were sensors there and sensors pointed at these doors, right? Was there another sensor anywhere here? Oh, yeah. The vent. The vent is open. I was the one who took off the grate and left it in the duct. And we were keeping watch in the classroom this vent leads to. I don't think the culprit came in or out through here. It'd just be the way that they could get in here without activating the sensors. Or sneaking in while Shuichi snuck in. Library vent has been added to it. Okay. Well, let's talk. Well, actually, front bookcase. Was there a sensor on this? Doesn't seem as anything has changed since we set up the cameras.
Remember.
The bookcases, the books that you stacked haven't moved. You mean the ones I stacked up to keep people from going through the vent? Those have been left alone. Stacked books has been obtained as a thing. Okay. I thought that might be where the other sensors were. But there's one sensor there, and then there's other sensors facing the doors, but I guess they're gone now. Alright. What are you thinking, Ryoma? Well, if you're the ultimate detective, then you got your eyes on the culprit, right? What?
I'll leave it to you.
Tell me who you think the culprit is. I don't mind if it's just an educated guess. I want to know too. I'm sorry, I can't say anything yet.
Not cool.
But there's someone you're a little bit suspicious of, right? No, there's gotta be. Ah! But if you're afraid of that, you're afraid of suspecting someone, aren't you? That's how it looks to me. But with things the way they are, wouldn't it be better for you to suspect others more? And let me just warn you. The way the world works is that those who speak win. The truth can be easily twisted. In order to fix a twisted truth, you need something even more powerful. What do you mean?
Careful.
I mean that testimonies without evidence are powerless. Be careful. Also the fact that like half, possibly more of testimonies are false. That too. Like ones where the person admits they're guilty. Like over half of those are false. It's either 45 or 55% are estimated to be false of guilty testimonies. The moving ladder I used to reorganize the books on the top of the bookcases. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Rear sliding door. I have this. I should do this. I don't think there's anything else. Front bookcase, we're done. Globe. We've got those. We've got those. We've got this. I've spoken to both of you. What about the monitor? Why it didn't turn off? The time limit to start the killing game had almost expired. But then the countdown stopped, and the obnoxious noise went away too. I wonder what would have happened if the time limit had expired. Alright, are we done in here? No? Okay. Oh, the rear's just looking at the door? I figured that was an exit. This is the rear door. It's the furthest door from the stairs, and it leads to the hallway. It opens when you slide it.
Okay.
I saw that. Do you think Rentaro entered through this door? I can't say for sure until we get those pictures back from the Monokubs. We'll just have to wait. Fuck, okay. What am I missing? Am I just talking to Mew again about having the photos from the floor plan?
Fucking bitch! Fucking moron!
Okay. Shot's out of focus again. Fuck you. Might be finished. Okay, I guess I won't expect much. Okay, am I done in here now? Fuck, what am I missing? What am I not looking at? What have I not looked at? I thought I looked at everything in here. This door? Well, yeah, we went through this when we discovered it. We entered the library through here with Kaito and Tenko.
Yeah.
We saw the moving bookcase close. Then when we ran over, we found his body. I wonder if Rentaro entered through the same door as we did. Maybe the mastermind did too. We'll see the pictures once they develop. I guess all we can do is wait. There we go. I just had to look at everything. Okay. I think we've investigated the entire library now. But we still don't know anything yet. I feel like we didn't get any closer to the masterminds. The most important piece of evidence will be those photos. Once we get those, then again, we can't just say that and do nothing. Let's keep investigating what we can. Keep investigating? I think we should collect alibis. We need to verify where everyone was during the time frame when, pardon me, Rentaro was killed. If that's the case, who should we question? Everyone who's walking down here? The 6 people that went down to the basement with Rentaro. Kaito, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Enji, and Himiko. Let's talk to them first. They should have been in the game room, along with Rentaro. Let's ask them about what happens there. Let's go find them. But now let's head to the game room. Alright. To the game room! I don't like what my thought process is. That... The door barely opens a crack. Was it poorly built? I'm still confused by this fucking thing. It's not marked on the map, and I keep thinking it's the second entrance to the game room, like the library is the second entrance. I'm assuming that would just go in and won't investigate it. Alright, to the game room! Who's in here? What people would be investigating in here? Hi, Maki. You were in the game room when Rentaro was killed, right? What were you all doing down here? Rentaro was with you, right? Am I a suspect? Look at her face go blue. That's not what I meant. You should suspect me. In fact, you should be suspicious of everyone.
Because.
Someone got killed right after we all gathered here. The timing is too perfect. And again, with the time limit so close to expiring, maybe that's why it happened.
You don't know?
So trust no one, Kaede, or you'll lose. Got it? You're thinking very, very differently to the rest of us. I can't get a read on Maki at all. She just saw a dead body and yet she's perfectly calm. It's hard to imagine her as the ultimate child's caregiver. But why were you all here in the first place? It was Kaito's idea. He suggested he suddenly wanted to hold a strategy meeting and gathered us together. He said we should confront Monokuma once the time limit expires.
Don't understand.
And he picked the 7 people he thought would be useful in a fight. Angie? Because she's good at draining blood from people? Everyone here but Angie makes sense. Everyone here but Angie makes sense. Unless you're talking about Angie poking blood from people. What about the dude who's actually killed someone before? What about him? No? Okay. Kaito, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Himiko, Angie, and Rentaro. How many times are we going to hear that phrase in that order? I'm not sure those 7 would all be useful in a fight, though.
I see.
Kaito thought Himiko's magic and Angie's connection to Atwa would be useful. Not her ability to drain blood from people.
Huh?
What about you, Maki? Why did he also pick the ultimate child caregiver? Does she not seem like someone who's serious and, like, could fend for herself if needed to, like Kyoko can?
This is stupid.
He just looked at me and said, yeah, you probably know how to fight. That's it? Jeez. That does sound like something Kaito would do, though. He did rely on the girl because, she has a connection to God. But why have a strategy meeting in the game room in the basement?
I don't know.
Beats me. Maybe Kaito figured it would be harder for Monokuma to find us here. In other words, it was just a coincidence. What was Rentaro doing at the time? Was he in the strategy meeting with you? He was, at first. But then he excused himself to go to the bathroom and left on his own. Kaito and Tenko went looking for him so we could finish the meeting before time expired. That must have been around when you found them. Which means that Rentaro was not in there for long. Like, the moment he opened that fucking thing, he was killed. Which either means the mastermind, if they came from the game room to go into there to find them, snuck out of there somehow, ran in there and killed them. Or, as I said, might have been hiding in there behind that little section. But then how'd they get in there without the sensor going on? Never mind. Your timing's perfect. You should join our strategy meeting. Kaede is definitely welcome to join. Then did the 4 of you just wait in the game room the whole time? Angie, Himiko, and I were the only ones who stayed behind. Gonta never joined us. Oh. Interesting. Gonta did arrive, but he left and locked himself in the AV room in the back.
Ew.
Interesting. Suspicious behavior, isn't it? The other 2 felt the same way.
Like I
What
know.
other 2? Why don't you go to the AV room? They're probably still there. Okay. What's happening in here?
Shuichi.
The AV room is that room in the
Could it
back,
be?
right? Have you never been in there before? Not yet. Let's go. Is this where that... and is that where that door leads to? Why does it not open? Does it not show just because we never knew about this room before? Gonta not murder anyone!
Man.
I told you, we're not saying you did. We just want
No.
to talk. Nope, it's him alright. He's got the face of a killer. He very much does not, Himiko.
No way.
No Judge Gonta by his outside. On inside, Gonta gentleman.
Hey.
What's going on here? Oh, hey there, Kaede. We're just trying to ask him. Just tell us why we're still asking nicely. Are you or are you not the culprit? Himiko! Stop just throwing accusations.
Yeah?
Or are you not the culprit? Are you not the culprit? That's not a confession. Gonta, not. Himiko, that's not how it works. I think your questions are the problem. Then I'll change the question. Timmy buys 5 strawberries for 50 cents each and 1 apple. I was gonna say, if he bought like 40 strawberries, did you kill him or not?
You know?
I talked to Maki earlier. You were in the basement AV room alone the whole time, right? What were you doing here alone? Gonzo happy to be invited to meeting, but Gonzo think you not be much help because you're not smart.
Bugs are.
Gonzo in here alone watching Bug Movie.
Huh?
Bug Movie?
Honest.
Bug Movie fill Gonzo with fights. Make Gonzo ready to fight Monokuma. Fair enough.
See.
It helps you fight. Okay, sure. You do you, Gonzo.
No.
But why was it locked? What was
With
locked?
my magic.
I'll change you into a girl with my magic. Himiko! Over here! Himiko! Over here! No! Fine. Gonta never become girl Gonta, then Gonta never become gentleman. Hey, women can be gentlemen too.
Jeez.
Like, it's like girls having big dick energy, even if they don't have dicks. Himiko, can you just shut up for a second? You're making this harder than it needs to be. Damn, Kaede. Like, she's willing to just be like, so unlike Hajime or Makoto, she's so willing to just be like, shut up, I'm doing something to people. She said them you had cowardice. Can you tell us what happened next? Gonta just need focus. If Gonta no focus, Gonta no can fill up with fight.
Honest.
That's it, really. Gonta just wants to protect everyone. But you guys are not gonna believe Gonta, huh? Because Gonta is so big and scary looking, huh?
Whoa.
Making a really scary face.
How can this be?
Because Gonta feels so useless. Either Gonta says that he's not smart in everything as an act, or like Gonta may not actually be smart enough to come up with that plan of hide in here, lock it, and say I'm watching a bug movie so I can sneak it and kill. After hearing his story, I can see why people would suspect him. But I wonder what really happened. Could he actually be the mastermind?
That's true.
Let's investigate this room a little more. We also need to verify Gonta's alibi. Alright. Okay, well we have this. Finally open. This door is different than the one we used to enter the game room. Is it connected to the hallway? It seems that way. Let's check. I tried to open it, but it doesn't open all the way. Looks like it wasn't installed right. I can only stick my arm through. I can see the hallway on the other side, but I suppose it's not possible to use this door. No. If it's Gonta, it doesn't matter if the door was stuck. Because he's super strong. And sometimes his head changes size compared to his body. He's strong enough to throw the man on cover.
That's right.
He could eat this door for breakfast.
Never do that.
Gonta don't eat door for breakfast. Breakfast most important meal of any gentleman's day.
Okay.
Like Gonta goes on a lot about gentlemen, but he does have other aspects of his personality, unlike Tenko at least. You think Gonta could eat this door?
No.
Not that. I mean, I don't think he did anything like that. Look at this.
Is that all right?
There's dust piled up on the railing of the door. The sliding door hasn't moved in a while. So then he just forced his way through the gap. Yeah, he did that. There's maybe enough space for a baseball to fit through. I guess an arm could fit through as well, but we're thin enough.
It's magic.
He probably used magic to make you slim and keeps the fat off. He's not a magician, Himiko.
Wait.
Gonta no can use magic. Oh, I can use magic, so you did it. These two never have anything important to say. Jesus, Kaede. God.
What's the matter?
Like, she's very willing to just think negatively of people if they're being annoying. It's kind of refreshing.
No.
Nothing. Just something I want to confirm. We're going to try the sliding door one more time. Should you peek through the gap of the sliding door, he muttered.
I knew it.
You can see the rear entrance to the library from here. This door and the rear entrance are located straight across from one another. So what? Not sure if it matters yet, but it is a little concerning. Concerning how? Sliding door's been added. I think we've investigated everything here, too. What should we do next? But now let's ask the others some questions. There are still people we haven't talked to. This would be done with if we had the pictures. We wouldn't have to waste our time like this. We'd already know who the mastermind is. That's true. But we shouldn't wait around and do nothing. You're right. Why alibis? Okay, well, let's talk to everyone first before we go anywhere else.
Damn.
I can't believe that happened right next door to our strategy meeting. Can you tell me more about this strategy meeting of yours? You gathered everyone to meet in the basement, right? Am I one of your suspects now? That's not what I'm... It's natural that you're suspicious of me.
Of course.
I'm not the culprit. I swear it on the universe. I got nothing to hide, so you can ask me anything. Okay. Now that you have the chance, let's look back at the entire incident together. Kaito went to the scene with us, so we might have noticed something we missed. Where should we start? After Kaito and I set up the cameras, we were keeping watch from the classroom. Some time passed, and then we saw you guys go down to the basement. When did you start asking people to go with you? I remember the exact time. When I asked them one by one and we all went there together. That's when we saw you. Everyone marching down there. Gonta, Marco, Tenki, Angie, Himiko, and Rentaro. Sorry, not Goofy. Now that I think about it, the monitors started going off just before that. That creepy music made it hard to get the strategy meeting going. want to confirm what you've told me so far. Everyone went to the game room for this meeting, and no one went to the library, right? We went straight to the game room, but right after we went inside, Gonta went into the AV room and wouldn't come out. Marky told me about that. After that, during the meeting, Rantaro left to go to the bathroom. We thought it'd be bad if the meeting stopped, so me and Tenko went to get him back. And that's when we met up with you guys.
Okay.
We had gone down to the basement because the security sensor receiver went off. And right when I was about to open the library door, you guys called out to us. So after you and Tenko left the game room, Himiko and Marky were still there, right? I can guarantee it.
You know.
However, I can't guarantee that Gonta was in here the whole time. So we can't confirm Gonta's alibi yet. The library's rear entrance is at the end of the hallway, correct? Did you see anyone there? I didn't get a good look, but I'm sure I would have noticed if someone was there.
Jeez.
And I opened the door to the library with you guys and found Rantaro's dead body. That's just about how it went. Didn't learn any new information.
Come on, man.
So I'm not clear to suspicion yet, huh? Don't worry. You're not a likely suspect. That's not something a detective should say.
Listen
Wait.
up.
If you suspect me, you better pursue it to the end. Investigate until you're satisfied. I really like you, Kaito. Like, you're like focused on like man and everything like that, and like you do a lot of like bullshit man things of just being like, oh, I was about to do that too, or hey Kaito, let's hug. Like, he does a lot of those things, and yet despite all of that, so many other parts of his personality make him really likable. Like, he does all of those things, but overall he's someone who like does care overall about doing the right thing and is persistent with it, and like I really like. He's also probably one of the more complex characters. Like, he has those annoying sides to him that are just like he's not like super, like his like the masculinity parts of him aren't like super bad. Like, it's not like Gonta where Gonta's like masculinity is perfect, and I think that Gonta's a really good representation of how someone can strive for masculinity and not do it in a bad way. Kaito has a little bit of aspects that are bad, but there's actually a lot of parts of Kaito's masculinity that I think are really good, and like a really good version of masculinity. I mean, Gonta is basically just Newt Scamander from what's it called? Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So of course I think Gonta's amazing, but I really like Kaito too. I really like Kaito. If you don't do that, you'll never reach the truth. Rentaro will have died for no reason. That's where you need to let your ultimate talent shine. Shuichi. Anyway, if you notice something or remember anything, let us know. Well, I'm not planning on leaving it all to you guys. I'll investigate my own way. Yeah. Alright, Himiko. Himiko is chaotic tired. That's her personality. Like on the alignment chart, Himiko is chaotic tired. The culprit is definitely Gonta. He's suspicious, no matter how you look at it. It's still too early to determine that. There are a lot of things to consider. Really? I have to do something? Even though it's definitely Gonta, he's suspicious, no matter how you look at it. No. Why don't you help the investigation before you decide that, Himiko? Gonta's... See what I mean? Chaotic tired. Stop wearing a Pokemon gym badge on your hair and help. You need to investigate before you decide that. Hell, use your magic for all I care. Man, Kaito's getting more and more fed up with Himiko as time goes on.
It's impossible.
Magic shouldn't be used like that. It'll lead to corruption. And stop being so lazy and put some actual effort into solving this. Damn! You are not taking Himiko's bullshit, Kaito.
Gonta.
Again, I appreciate playing with someone who doesn't take bullshit. Gonta watching Bug Movie to fill Gonta with fight, so Gonta can fight Monokuma. But Gonta needs to focus to fill up with fight, so Gonta locked door. Sounds like a lie. If you don't tell the truth, I'll blow your clothes off with magic. If Gonta naked in public, then Gonta never becomes gentleman.
Jeez.
Himiko, shut up! Gonta just want to protect everyone, really.
Why?
Gonta feels so pathetic. Again, if Gonta was in here, he either went out this door, which no, because it's locked, or he went through this door, which no, because the dust is there, and also, the dude's fucking huge. I question if his hand could get through it. So, no. Not Gonta. Himiko's just, he's big and scary, so it's him. Alright, well, we've got everyone here. So let us head on to wherever everyone else is. Where is everyone else investigating? Okay, anyone down here? Hi, Angie. up?
Hey.
You're not gonna investigate, Angie?
I-
Investigating is important, but I gotta say my prayers to Atwa too.
Amen.
Oh, Atwa, please let Rentaro enter heaven safe and sound.
Hey.
I suppose a prayer couldn't hurt. Rentaro died in such a gruesome way. Would he be able to get to heaven in peace? It'd be
It'll be
nice if he
okay.
could. I'll pray hard. If I pray hard enough, I'll earn enough points to become a platinum Okay. Okay, so you don't even care about Rentaro.
Huh?
Sounds like a credit card rewards program. Okay. Let's investigate this door from this side. In front of them is the library room's entrance, and this door here connects to the AV room. Hey, it actually shows it on the fucking map now. About time. Okay. Yo, Tenko. Sup? Hey, Tenko. Oh, Tenko. I wanted to ask you something. We asked Tenko about what happens in the game room, but she only confirmed what Maki had told us and didn't provide any new information. Oh. I
That's
see.
right.
I knew it. Gonto would be the most suspicious since he locked himself in the AV room. Tenko, you can't just assume it because he's a dude, and because he's the big scary dude because he's the biggest. Not to mention he's also, he's submitting that as
Hey.
evidence? How's your investigation been going? I haven't done any investigating. Thanks,
Degenerate
Tenko.
male.
Don't give me that face, I've been doing something else. I've been watching Angie. God, your lesbianism just cannot be tamed. Watching
Listen up.
Angie? We agreed to investigate with one other person, right? But Angie's just been wandering around alone.
I see.
Okay, that's actually kind of fair then. I don't want to suspect anyone either, but girls' lives are
Okay.
at stake here. For an investigation like this to work, we have to trust each other. She does not look happy right now.
Degenerate
That-
males.
Okay.
No.
That wasn't my intention. I can okay. Not investigating, I can understand because you're keeping up. Like, if you just left and it's just like, okay, Angie's praying, she's clearly not gonna do anything, I'm leaving. That would be a perfect time for Angie to do something. So, fair enough, actually. You just don't have to say that I'm not investigating in a way where it seems like you're proud of it. That's the part where it gets a bit fucking weird. So we've got one person there. Who do we got? Huh, weird, there's no one here. Fuck, there's actually no one else here. God damn it, fine! Fuck you, one asshole! Oh, investigating together, are we? You two sure have gotten awfully chummy. No one's with this dude. Why is no one with this dude? I mean, I wouldn't be with this dude, but why is no one with him? How is anyone trusting to leave him alone? Are you here alone, Kikichi? Yeah, why? We all agreed to investigate with at least one other person. Did we? Well, just because we agreed doesn't mean we have to do it, right?
Hey.
God, I hate you so much. Why would you do something that would make everyone suspicious of you? I'm supposed to
that
be
all right?
suspicious. Okay. What were you doing at the time Rentaro was killed? An interrogation from the ultimate detective himself. What a rare opportunity. So I know that Kikichi's never going to be the killer because it would be too... I say that. I say that Kikichi would never be the killer because it's too blatantly obvious. But Lysanderoth is way more, like, obvious a killer compared to Kikichi, and yet I'm still betting he will, even though by that same logic, there's no fucking way in the world Lysanderoth will be a killer. Because he's the most obvious to be a killer out of everyone, with Kikichi being second. And just like in the first game with, what's his name? Byakuya, and kind of like in the second game with, Nagito. I mean, like, everyone suspected Nagito a lot, but Nagito's whole point is, I'm willing to die for hope, which he ended up doing. But I mean, like, Byakuya in the first game was just, I'm willing to kill because I find this entertaining. And then he never did. And then one of them's just like, I'm a fucking serial killer, and never did. So the people who are the obvious killers are usually not the killers, but still. Actually, I don't want Kokichi to kill anyone because then it means that he killed someone, and that would suck. Because, you know, I just want him gone. What a rare opportunity. Then I'll gladly answer. To tell you the truth, I was in the library, smashing in Rentaro's head. Okay. Do I really need to tell you guys what I was doing?
Because?
If I gave you honest answers now, it'd just make everything boring. Like, he's just such a cunt. He's just such a cunt. I'd rather just tell you at the class trial. That'd be way more fun. Trial's gonna be boring anyway since we'll have photo evidence.
Anyway.
This is a game. Let's have some
That's
fun
wrong.
with it. Rentaro was murdered. Our
How
lives are at
exciting.
stake. It's a game of life or death. They're not fun games. I mean, I say this being on my third one that I'm playing and like so many other side things I've done. Shut up! It's fine. I'm so excited. I want the class trial to start already. Yes, clearly. He's probably... See, look at this... I was going to look at him from side on to see the bonus sticking out of his 2D sprite. But yeah, 2D sprites follow you, so... Oh god, this is creepy. Man. And this would be as creepy with anyone, but because it's him, it's even more creepy. Good god, is this not creepy as hell, though? Okay, okay. Where are we going? Where are people? Let's look at our map that tells us where everyone is. Random question. Is this a feature that is in the monopads in canon to tell you where everyone is? Because if so, SAS is for... Oh, hey, Lysander up and everyone's there. Yo, the map actually tells you where to go too by telling you where suspicious things are to investigate. I didn't even think of the classroom, even though we were in there watching from the classroom. Hi, everyone. Well, Lysander off and Kibo. What's up? What are you two up to? Kaede, Shuichi, I would like to ask you two a question. You're on the lookout inside this classroom, right? From here, we can keep an eye on the basement, and it was close to the library, too. That's our alibi. We were both in this classroom when the murder occurred. I see. Then the probability that you two committed the crime is extremely low. By the way, were you two together the entire time? No, I did leave for a bit to see what was happening in the basement. But besides that, we were together the whole time until the receiver went off. That's right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Lookout classroom has been added to here. Is that all you wanted to ask? Specifically about the vents, yeah?
By the way,
it appears to be connected to this classroom. Yes, we're looking at a vent in this classroom, so it's connected to this classroom. Or are you talking about the vent down here? Did you notice it as well? The air duct in the basement hallway leads to it. Okay, you noticed that one there.
that's...
I was also concerned about this vent. That's why we get watched in this
right.
classroom. Because the culprit wouldn't be able to use this vent if we were here on lookout. Under those circumstances, it would be difficult to sneak into the library from here. Kaede stacked up books in front of the library vent as well. With those in the way, it would be even harder for someone to go in and out.
To my memory bank.
Really? I'll be sure to save the imprint piece of information to my memory bank. Classroom vent has been added to the truth bullets. I hope my line of questioning has not offended either of you. It is necessary so that we may find the truth. Kibo, you totally sound like a detective or a lawyer just then. Oh, maybe you're a detective or a lawyer in a past life. A past life? Kaede? Really? Really? That's what you're going with to the robot? Kibo's awesome. Kibo's amazing. I love Kibo. Why? Why do you have to start sentences with this? God fucking damn it.
Huh?
Like, there's absolutely no evidence that points to you being the murderer for this, but I'm like Himiko right now for you. Can I just say it to you because you're incredibly fucking suspicious, you Nazi armband wearing fuck? Also, this thing you're doing right now, fuck. My appearance and actions thus far suggest that I am someone who would commit a murder. Yes, a lot. At least he's self-aware. So to briefly state the truth, when the body discovery announcement played, I was in the dining hall, eating supper. The other people there with me were Mew, Kurumi, and... Oh, right, Shirogane. I saw that name, and I legit had no idea who it was talking about for a second there. The Monokumas prepared the meal for me. It was listed on the menu as pasta that tastes like a lonely old lady eating her grandkid's birthday cake, or some such. The pasta sounds depressing. That concludes my alibi. I do hope it can be of some help. And what about people around you? Did you notice anything in particular? If there was something to note, it would be that Mew was tinkering with something or other. That would be the drone. There was also a brief period of time where Shirogane left to use the restroom. The restroom, huh? Interesting. Well, she is the ultimate cosplayer. She could have gone to the bathroom to secretly disguise herself as someone else. Someone else? But who? I don't know, but I'll go talk to her. She should be at the crime scene in the library. Okay. Let us go talk to her and see what she's up to. Anything else for you to say, Kibo?
Hey.
What were you doing? What were you doing and where during the discovery announcement? My alibi. Oh! What's happening?
Huh?
What's happening? I'm just searching for the right words. In all honesty, I was alone in my room, so I admit my alibi is not altogether reliable. So you don't have an alibi. Ryoma said he was alone in his room too. I had to throw him under the bus. To be fair, you can throw him under the bus. That was not my intention. Both Kibo and Ryoma don't have an alibi. It's possible one of these two is the mastermind. I'm under suspicion because I don't have an alibi. I mean, you are a robot and you've constantly been saying that your powers aren't very impressive so far. So maybe they are super impressive and you've just been tricking us the whole time, but hey. I won't suspect you just because you don't have an alibi.
Of course.
And I'm not saying that because you're a robot or anything. I'm not robophobic at all. Yep. That you need that whole clarification. That totally doesn't make it suspicious
Thank
that
you
you
very
are.
much.
But you don't need to be so PC. Gibo's account has been added.
Okay.
Putting aside the thing about Shirogane, now we know everyone's alibi. What about Kikichi? We don't need to ask him. He was definitely alone. Everyone we talked to hadn't seen him, right? So no one would corroborate his alibi, right? That means he must have been alone. I guess that's why you're the detective and I'm not. Alright, out of here we go. What about finding the others in the kitchen? Although Miu's downstairs with, what's the name? So, literally what's it? Shirogane. Samugi? I don't know what it is. I don't remember if I've heard it pronounced, so I'm just gonna keep saying Shirogane because again, it's a wonderful 101 reference, and I enjoy doing that. So, Shirogane. Kurumi, that was the other person in there. Yeah, so everyone who was in the kitchen is down here. Sup? You went to the bathroom, and then everyone else was in the kitchen, and you can all, like, confirm this?
Hey.
What? Hey, Shirogane, I need to ask you something. She looks like she's busy thinking about something, so she won't talk to me. It's no excuse to give up. Grab the hems of Shirogane's skirt and began to lift it slowly. I'm gonna lift your shirt, Shirogane. You okay with that? What the hell, Kaede? Kaede on the chart is chaotic lesbian. You better talk or I'm gonna lift your skirt for Shuichi to see. And I'm gonna tie your skirt around your head so everyone can see your panties. What the fuck? No, Kaede is definitely chaotic lesbian. I don't know what type of lesbian Tenko would be. Like, part of it's like lawful because it's like super protects girls, but then the beating the shit out of all the men. But she can't also be chaotic lesbian, so I don't know.
I understand.
I just need to talk, right? Took you long enough. I can't let Shuichi's innocent eyes get dirty. They won't get dirty. Are you saying you've seen dirtier, Shuichi? You did see Kaede's underwear before. What did you want to talk about? I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Since you're the ultimate cosplayer, that means you could disguise yourself as anyone. Even one of us, right? So that's what you think of me. Well, since we're in this situation, I'll be clear.
That's impossible.
I only cosplay fictional characters. I don't cosplay real people. Or rather, I can't. I can understand not wanting to cosplay real people. What the hell do you mean by can't? Because you're not the ultimate imposter, so you can't get away with it? You can't? Isn't it easy to just wear someone else's clothes in disguise and... Cosplay isn't a disguise. Sorry.
Yes.
You'll probably have a hard time believing me if I just say it, so I'll show you. Show me how. Come on, Kaede. What's happening? What's happening? Shirogane grabs my hand and drags me to the girls' bathroom on the first floor. What's happening? Are you gonna punch me or tie me up?
Now.
There's no way I'd do a thing like that. Hurry up and take your clothes off. That's almost as bad. I'm not going to cosplay as you, of course. Oh, because I'm going to cosplay as you, of course. Now give me your clothes.
Right.
But hurry up. What is happening? Is this an excuse to have Kaede in a bra? Sounds like an excuse to have Kaede in a bra. After telling me to look the other way, I waited while she changed into my clothes. Now you can look. It's an excuse to have Kaede in a bra. What is happening? What the fuck is going on? Are you bleeding? What is happening? A gross bumpy rash had spread across Shirogane's body.
I'm Kaede Akamatsu.
You can't get away with it. But also, what is happening?
This isn't cosplay of the spiky-headed underling of a certain space emperor.
Don't get the reference.
This is
I probably do.
An allergic reaction that happens when I dress up as real people.
The fuck are you even talking about, Shirogane? What do you even mean? Is this just meant to be a pun on Conpox or Paxpox, where people get sick going to conventions? So they've just changed it to Cospox? Are we just having a dumb joke pun moment? Have we gone through like 5 minutes of stuff just to have a dumb pun and an excuse to put Kaede into a bra?
This is the price for my power. The equivalent exchange for my cosplay.
You can't dress up as real people because you break out in a rash. That doesn't even make sense. What do you mean, allergic reaction?
Okay, I get it. Change out of my clothes already.
You didn't even do the hair. I mean, you don't have a wig on you, so fair enough. We exchanged our clothes and then returned to the library where Shuichi was waiting. Okay. Weird, but okay.
What happened?
Jesus. Shirogane couldn't have disguised herself. Since you saw the cospox, right? Cosplay is love.
You're right.
Whoa, okay. You breathe life into characters. It's almost like you're summoning them from fiction into the real world, like an oracle channeling the gods. Holy shit, you actually developed a personality of some kind. It's to do with your talent, and that makes sense, but okay. You're definitely someone who participates in orgies at conventions while dressed in cosplay. You're definitely someone who does that. That's why I can cosplay various characters from across the wide world of fiction, but it's impossible to cosplay as someone who exists in the real world. Because that's not cosplay, it's just impersonating someone. I didn't really need that long explanation. Okay, like, I can understand emotionally not wanting to do that. How do you have an allergic reaction to that? That's the part that confuses me. How is it an allergy? Oh, okay.
Huh?
Chime. End of investigating.
You
Oh!
bastards!
It's time, you bastards! Time for the long-awaited class trial! No, it's not. We're just announcing that the photos are ready. Don't interrupt me. Anyway, I'll be waiting in the warehouse.
All that remains of one
Face where to you? My face always love this word.
right now. You're on the threshold.
Stop being drunk, Monokuma. Stop being drunk.
Hey,
Did you hear that, Shuichi? The pictures have finally been developed. I seriously thought the investigation was about to be over. We're at an hour 20. I am baffled that it's taking this long. I mean, everything in this game seems to take longer. Prologue was 2 hours. First daily life was 3.5. Everything about this game seems longer. That's the sequels. That's what they gotta do. I'm pretty sure the things in Danganronpa 2 are longer than ones in Danganronpa 1 anyway. I ran as fast as I could to the school warehouse. Watch someone be dead here. I couldn't stay put, knowing that the truth was so close at hand. Vanilla Coke is great. I have Diet Vanilla Coke at the moment. Well, Vanilla Coke, no sugar. And it tastes identical, and it's great. There is just drones in boxes here. Are you sure that she modified a plane, or did she just... There's like a bunch of them.
Wait!
Kaede, you shouldn't get so worked up. I can't help it. We're so close to learning the truth. We're gonna find out who the mastermind is.
Rise and shine, or sign.
She's very insistent that it has to be the masterminds. Because everyone else says culprit and she keeps saying mastermind. I'm pretty sure even Shuichi's saying culprit at this point. Oh, you came!
We're intruding.
He is all that remains of a once
I can't tell if he's trying to make a sex joke or not. Yes, he is.
You're on the threshold.
Mad joined you for drink. Oh, I'm rich. I'm a Yakuza man. Should we get a bottle in? Okay, these two are just gonna fuck in front of us. Take these! What happened to you? It's all the photos. They're separated into envelopes for each camera. Use them to take that bastard down. It's all up to you. Now, Dad.
Dumbass.
I'm so rich. What's a journalist gonna do about it? Nothing. That's what. That was not the voice I was looking for. By the way, Monafi, want to get out of here after your shift ends? Tee I want a fancy steak dinner. And a voice that is not representative of women in any capacity whatsoever, and it's just the stereotypical girl voice that a bunch of YouTubers do because it's high-pitched and we're really terrible at it. Kind of sexist at the same time. Watch your neighbor day, home to excel. Do you have another job? ASL. What up? What's the balloon? What's the balloon on Monokuma? What's that? Okay. Anyway, it looks like we have the pictures now. Yeah, finally. Either of you two gonna mention the fact that the murder weapon's in here? Oh, everyone's here! Anyone gonna mention that the murder weapon's in this room? Well, was that a whole box of shot puts? I'm not sure. Kaede, are those the developed photos? The culprit should be in those photos, right? How exciting. I wanna see the dumb look on the culprit's face. Let's take a look. Let's look at the photos taken by the camera near the front entrance first. The envelope says front entrance has a total of 4 pictures. Let's see the first one. What do we got? All 4 of us, yes? Everyone darting in as fast as they possibly can. Right before we found Rentaro's body. It's a pretty bad picture of me, but don't focus on it too much, okay? It's actually a fine photo of you.
But of course.
Determined face. Rest assured, we do not care. What's the next photo? Everyone from the game room coming in.
Is this?
It's a picture of us running into the library after we heard Tenko scream. That doesn't help us at all. Hurry up and show us the next picture. Okay. Everyone else showing up? Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone pictured here, myself included, was on our way to the basement. So we got there a little late. A bit late. These are all pictures of when we found the body. There's one more photo of the front entrance, correct? What's this one? Are they in chronological order? Shuichi? Oh, when you grabbed the camera? It looks like I tripped one of the sensors when I was removing the cameras. What are you saying? This picture doesn't seem to have any clues that will help us either. Man, if we've ever got this many photos, whoever the artist is went to a lot of effort to make a lot of these photos, like CG arts. The camera pointed at the front entrance only snapped these 4 pictures. Coming through there. Neither Rentaro nor anyone else who could be the culprit are in the photos. Did they both enter through the back door then? Let's examine the photos taken by the camera near the rear entrance then. Only 2 photos were taken by the camera pointed at the rear entrance. First picture. Rentaro! There he is.
I knew it.
So Rentaro went through the rear entrance, perhaps so no one would see him. I thought it might be possible that he was moved to the library after being murdered, but that does not appear to be the case.
If so...
Also, the blood splatter and everything shows that wouldn't be the case. So that means he was killed in the library after going there of his own will. Anyway, let's move to the next one. Maybe he'll show the mastermind. God damn it, Shuichi. Me again. This is when I was removing the camera. What an attention hog. He had no choice to remove the cameras. He had to be close to the sensors. Just multiple close-ups of Shuichi's face. That's all for the rear entrance. Just these 2 photos. So they were hiding in there before. But how? Because they're everywhere else. Like, everyone else is accounted for as being somewhere else. And even if they aren't, which is Kibo and Kokichi, the photo shows them entering the room with everyone else and none of them leaving. So how? Culprit not in rear entrance photo either? They're not in either of the front or rear entrance pictures. It's pretty odd. Why isn't there a picture of the mastermind entering? Shuichi, don't you think that's weird? Let's look at the pictures from the hidden door camera. That might tell us something. The camera should have captured the moment the mastermind opened the door. I hope that was the case as I removed the photos from the envelope. There were 2 photos. The first one was... Rentaro totally knew about it! That's it, like he totally knows about it. Fuck. But if Rentaro was the only one who moved the bookcase, then... Also, something I'm noticing about this photo, compared to all the others, the light source for this photo is coming directly from the camera. Look at how strong the shadow is for Rentaro behind and how bright everything else is. Interesting. Oh. He must have known about the hidden door. Yup.
Could it be?
Could the culprit have gone into the hidden door? No, we checked that.
Do you understand?
No, we checked the dust and everything. There is one remaining picture. He noticed the fucking camera! And there's... Okay, so this camera has a flash. And that definitely went off. And he noticed it on that first shot. Came over to it on this shot because he noticed the flash and it went off again. Because look, there's definitely a flash going off in this photo. What's Rentaro doing? Looks like he's reaching for the camera. Maybe he was trying to remove it. I did notice something while I was removing the camera. I'm just looking at his monopad. Did the I guess that's the back of it. Have we seen if the others have like a black and white as well? Or I thought they were full black, but I guess we haven't seen the back of them. I did notice something while I was removing the camera. The security sensor for this camera was switched off.
If so...
In that case, this photo was likely taken just before the sensor was turned off. That would mean Rentaro noticed it. He saw our hidden camera. Because the flash went off. Also, he's let go of the door at this point, which means it's about to close. Which means he's probably about to be killed. Or at least, because he's killed before that door closes and the door takes a couple seconds to close. This is immediately before his death, which means he was indeed facing the wall. So if he's facing the wall, then it's not someone was hiding here the whole time. Because otherwise they would have seen him. And the bash is in the back of his head. So for him to be beaten in the back of their head, they have to come up from behind him. Which means they weren't hiding in this corner, which means that either they were hiding somewhere else in the library, but you think they would be noticed there, instead of being behind this little corner. But then they couldn't enter here through... What the fuck?
By the way...
Moving the bookcase triggers the sensor, which in turn activates the camera, right? The bookcase appears to have already been moved, so why did the sensor activate?
Get it?
Or is this when the bookcase was as the bookcase was closing? But if it was as the bookcase was closing, that means he was killed as we came in. If that's what that means. How come they're not in any of the photos? This last photo must have been taken shortly before Rentaro was killed. If so, then the culprit should be pictured right behind him in this photo. Unless they're hiding directly behind where he is. Or hiding behind the door as it's open and throwing a fucking shot put and killing him. And they're designed to be thrown, so it's a possibility, but if that's the case, then how are they in no other photos? Then why is the culprit nowhere to be seen? Hidden door photos has been added to the truth bullets of your monopad. It's all adding up to one thing, I don't like it. That's all the photos. So we gained no new clues, and we still don't know who the culprit is. What a fucking waste. Did she really develop all the photos? Maybe she got rid of the ones that showed the culprit. Why would they do that? I mean, unless Kaede is right and it was the masterminds, which they're discovering their own ass. But if it wasn't, then, you know, it doesn't really matter. Hi, Monofi. How rude! I developed all the film I was given. I swear by my almighty daddy that I did.
Bastards!
Those are all the photos from the hidden cameras, so relax and get to deducing. I mean, you're the one who told us to kill each other. These are seriously all the pictures? You gotta be kidding me. The culprit's not in any of them. If the culprit didn't go to the library, then how'd they kill Rentaro? This must be what they call a perfect crime. Perfect crime?
I'm disappointed.
I've only been slacking up because I thought those photos would reveal the culprit.
No.
You should have been helping us investigate. Rentaro had his monopad the whole time, didn't he? Do you think there anything was in it? I didn't notice that he had it. I guess, yeah. If it is a, yeah, I guess they're all black and
I
white.
do not agree.
It's the same color as the door, so it's just like, was he the masterminds? Is that the key? It might be the key card to swipe through, but he didn't have it. His student handbook did not contain much in the way of pertinent information. I don't think it has anything to do with this case. He simply had his monopad with him. I inspected his monopad, but I didn't find anything suspicious about it. It's got nothing to do with the case? How confusing.
Are you okay?
Buster Wolf! I think that's 3 for this video, maybe 4. Why aren't they in the pictures? If the mastermind had these photos, it would have solved everything. So what the hell? Kaede. It does raise a lot of questions about, you know, how they were killed and everything.
All right. It's time for what you've all been waiting for. The class trial. Please assemble in front of the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard.
That's a much cooler name than the Red Door.
Remember that red door surrounded by plants? It's just on the other side.
Okay, still Red
From
Door.
there,
But Shrine
you'll
of Judgment.
be escorted to a delightful class trial.
Oh, this is gonna go so well.
See you all there.
So well. Time already? It seems we have no choice but to continue this discussion at the class trial. I wanna go.
Pain.
Okay, here we get it. An NPC like you is nothing to be scared of. That is a vicious insult and also like one that like that's like a Reddit insult. It'll be fine, I just feel like my back is up against the wall.
Yeah.
We just need to expose the mastermind in this class trial. And then everything, including the killing game, will come to an end. That's right. Let's find this mastermind, and if it's a man, let's beat him to death.
Jeez.
Isn't beating him to death going a bit far? I mean, if they killed someone, you would be doing the same thing as Monokuma. Kill someone, be killed in return. So, everyone followed Monokuma's instructions and walked toward the courtyard. With Shuichi being last. Hey, Shuichi. Hey. Are we not gonna look at the fact that there's evidence in here? The shotgun pool is pretty heavy. They're pretty impressive. Nothing about how that's one of the murder weapons. Like that's one of these is the murder weapon. No? Okay.
Are you okay?
Buster Wolf! Again.
Sorry.
I mean, don't worry. I'm just so shocked. I really thought that everything would be resolved once we looked at the photos. But I can't give up. I can still expose the mastermind in this class trial. And then everything, even this killing game, will come to an end. I'm okay now, Shuichi.
What?
It's the red door in the courtyard, right? Onwards we go. Okay. Anyone else waiting around anywhere before we get there, or is everyone just there? I guess everyone's just there. Okay. Out we go. The trial of life and death. I'm trying to do the thing that Makoto says in the abridged thing before the first glass trial. You know, before he talks about his blue balls. I can't remember exactly what it is. I'm just saving here because I can't remember if these games give you an opportunity to save between Deadly Life and Class Trial, and I don't want to have to replay a bunch of the investigation to get to the Class Trial for the video. The way I do these videos makes some of these things weird. So, and there might be, I don't know. Like, there might be an option to save and just, like, clean break between it, but I don't remember. So, yeah. So, this red door, right?
Hey!
I have one more question. Do you really think it's one of us? Not just the culprit, but the mastermind as well? Isn't that what you told me, Shuichi?
Okay.
Yes, but it's just, that was only my deduction. I don't know if I should trust that. I don't know if it's true either, but that's why we need to confirm it. If you just dismiss a possibility and look the other way without confirming anything, then you're just turning your back on the truth.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? You scared? Shuichi, you seem so sure of yourself during the investigation. Everyone was relying on me. Let's go. I'm sure they're waiting for us inside. Heartless. Spoilers for Kingdom Hearts. It's gonna be a thing. In like... God, in like 3 months from now. Fuck. So this is the Shrine of Judgment. If bad things happen, get behind Gunter. Man, give me a piggyback ride. Carry me. God, you are... Okay, you're annoying as well, but also Angie seems like fairly selfish in a lot of ways, despite her meant to be all god and everything. Monokuma made it sound like we'd be guided somewhere
That
from
is
here.
troubling.
Monokuma's nowhere to be seen. What about the giant statue of him? As Greek goddess. All right, let's talk to everyone.
Don't just do his best.
Let's work together and get out of here. Ashiragane.
Leave it to me.
Oh. If we're going to do a class trial or whatever, I'll do something about it. Yeah. Be the reliable person that you think you are. Don't worry about my cospox. It always goes away as soon as I stop trying to cosplay real people. Yes. Yes. Your allergies are fucking bizarre. Alright. Talk to you.
Sorry.
Sorry for what I said before. This is important and it's fine. What's up?
Hey.
You better get ready. There's nowhere for us to run. Jeez. Say that more intimidating.
Wow.
I can't wait to see what's in store for us. Wow. Gonna call me a bitch? Huh. Okay. Runt and okay. You don't have to insult someone with every single sentence. Whatever.
How terrifying.
Those who will be judged and those who cast judgment. They are two sides of one coin. God, we're gonna find out that you didn't do it and yet you somehow still did it, Lysander. Oh, for fuck. Those photos were a bust, so how are we supposed to find the culprit now? If everyone was investigating, I don't know. What a pain.
Then,
Monokuma's not gonna show up. Can we just go back? What's up?
but
An intriguing air surrounds that Monokuma statue. It's annoying me to no end. Yeah, I get it. I'll talk to her. I'm gonna talk to everyone though. We're almost level 20.
Kazatua says so.
He basically should be replaced with a more divine statue. Oh yeah, you make statues. I keep forgetting you're artist. Oh! Robot's there. I didn't even notice. Sorry. You're hiding behind Tenko.
Sneak attack!
My determination is maximum. I will avenge Rentaro. Yeah! Avenging a male. Go Tenko. Character growth,
Unfortunately.
technically. I'm sorry. I can't even posit a guess as to who the culprit might be. Yeah, avenge Rentaro. All right, well, let's investigate the statue. Gives off a weird vibe. Ramble, 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 ramble.
Huh?
It's a hidden door. I mean, though, it was dramatic in the second game, too. Whoa! It's dramatic in this one, too. Fucking full-on 3D animation. Like, it was a giant mouth opening in the second game to go down a bunch. That water was clipping the background a little bit. It's an elevator! Does he want us to board it? I don't like scary rides. I don't want to get on it either. Stay behind then, though I'm sure that'll just be worse for you in the end. That's
you
true, I
design.
know. If everyone wishes to run away, I will cooperate as well. There's nowhere to run. We're all locked in here, remember? As long as that ender wall exists, escape's not an option. Let's all work together. Remember our promise? We're gonna escape this place and remain good friends afterward. Well, that
I'll
was
get us out of
nice.
here.
So let's do it. I'm sure we'll be alright. Because we make such an incredible team. I wouldn't be able to call myself a man if I was still scared after hearing a girl say that.
I'm Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
Alright, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck
Dumbass.
you.
I'm ready!
Yeah!
Okay.
Everyone get pumped for fucking court cases. Woo! Everyone inside except for... Oh no, Shuichi went in too. Determined, we all stepped forward. Even as we walked toward the elevator, I was shaking with anxious dread. But I kept going because I decided to fight. And then everyone had boarded the elevator. Last trial time. That was just a scrolling JPEG on front of the thing there.
Oh, that's super cool. It's actually an elevator.
We determined this before we got on,
Even
Kikichi.
so, this elevator is going pretty far down.
Yeah, they just built it really far down for reasons I'm somewhat sure.
We're falling. I wonder how far we will plummet.
Into despair. How did you do it? How'd you kill Rentaro? I can't even work out how it was you, but it was clearly you.
I suddenly have to go to the bathroom real bad.
I guess you weren't really given an
By all
opportunity
means,
to go.
go
before.
ahead.
Not
Of
that
course. A robot wouldn't understand how inappropriate that is.
I was figuring that he might have a way of cleaning it up. Not your racist bullshit, Kakichi. As we waited to reach our destination, I whispered to Shuichi.
Shuichi? About that talk from before.
Yeah, you can totally whisper in here without other people hearing that
What?
whispering.
I think everyone is afraid of learning the truth.
Because it'll be one of
But
us.
the people who are willing to find the truth are the ones who can decide their fate. If you never know the lies from the truth, then you can't choose a path. You won't even know you're on a path. So, fight for the truth. Even if it is frightening. I know you can do this. If you're scared, borrow the strength of others who will be there to help you. Think of everyone you're helping, and let that be your strength. I used to be like you. Before a piano concert, I was always so nervous that I thought I would vomit.
You're really good at pep talk.
But then I would remember all the people I've made smile with my performances.
Kaede.
All right, let's go. It's better to end bad stuff like this as soon as possible.
Yeah, and another like 3.5 hours because that's how long class trials are in this. Those words were mainly for me, to inspire me, so I would not turn back. After some time, the elevator finally came to a halt. The doors slowly opened to reveal what awaited us on the other side. That sound looks familiar, but no, we did do the demo. And I was thinking, this is like, wait, is this the same thing from 2? I'm just like, oh no, we did a demo, right. Welcome to the class trial!
Yay!
Oh boy, the class trial is finally starting. Finally, a game that actually feels like a game. Listen up, from here on, things are gonna get so violent you'd wish you could turn back. That's not true. There won't be any gory or violent scenes. I'm positive. This is an authentic replica of a classroom. No, of a courtroom. No, it's not. Most courtrooms don't have everyone standing in a circle. That's... Where the fuck do you come from where that's how courtrooms work? You're a robot, you don't understand. That was robotrophic. What bad taste.
Jeez.
Why are you making us do this? Is it fun for you? Hey, Monokuma.
Psycho!
Of course! Putting strangers in life or death scenarios is the best
You're the
entertainment.
worst of the worst!
Yeah, pretty much. Worst or not, those who have fun are the real winners in this world. No, that's not how life works. Doesn't matter what terrible things you do or have done to you, as long as you're having fun. Way to term that pep talk that you give to kids when they lose a sports match to apply to murderers.
Oh, I see.
So when do we get the game
Well,
going?
now.
There are podiums over there. Please stand behind the one with your name on it. So what they don't show is like the 10 minutes, everyone just trying to look around going, there it is! There it is! There's the fucking music. There it is. Following Monokuma's instructions, we head into our respective podiums. As I walk towards my podium, an image of his body flashed in my mind. Yeah, Rentaro. He died without knowing his own ultimate talent. No, he was murdered by some horrible low-life scumbag. I'll never forgive his killer. That's why. We're going to expose the mastermind and end this killing game. That's all I can do for Rentaro now. Yeah! His killer is in this room with us. The mastermind is controlling Monokuma and forcing us to play this game. This killing game. I don't think I'll ever be fully prepared to find out who that person is. But we have to find out who it is, so we can lift our suspicions of each other. So we can end this killing game. That's why I'm here. I can't show any fear here. I must fight until the bitter ends. I will face this life or death class trial. Yeah, hype. Alright, well, that does it for this episode. Next episode will be our first actual class trial in Danganronpa V3, where we will actually finish it and find out that Makoto again? Really? How did you jump into this game at the side to that? Wow, that is bizarre, Makoto. Wow. A couple people have made comments about it. And this is what I'm gonna do. Probably understand where my thought process is just based on what we're doing here. But people have mentioned that they like hearing my theories and everything like that. I also know there's a bunch of people who are watching these games and this is their first experience too. And they like working out stuff too. Like while I'm investigating, as you probably noticed, anything I find suspicious, I am going to point out. I will be casting judgment, like, everywhere that's suspicious. Like, even if I have a mind in the investigation of who I think did it, I will talk about, like, if other people are suspicious and everything like that. Just kind of bringing up everything just partially so I can collect it all in my mind. But what I'm going to do, because people really liked it in Danganronpa 2 when I did this, partially just because I managed to guess one of the most complex things in this entire fucking series. Okay, not guess, I worked it out. But, what I'm going to do for this game, like, again, do all my theory crafting as I do during the investigation. I'm going to do what I did for Case 5 of Danganronpa 2. At the beginning of the class trial episode, I'm going to explain everything that I think about what it is, like who it is, how they did it, how they hit it, how they got away with it, and like what exposes them. I'm going to mention all of that at the beginning of the class trial episodes. I'll give a warning that there's like, I'm going to say it. I'll put a little thing on the screen saying like bullshit theory that's definitely going to be wrong in progress on screen. And then once that disappears off the screen, that's when I'll stop talking about it. So if you do want to hear my guess, because you know the game where you just don't care about, like, me possibly spoiling you if I do turn out to be right, and it's your first time like, watching it, or seeing it, or whatever, then you can watch that. If you do want to try and, like, work out the puzzles on your own, or, like, the case on your own while you're watching it, and you don't want me to possibly give you spoilers by, like, giving you a viewpoint that you may not have considered or thought of, or just don't want my wrong opinion to, like, bog down your thought process of what it is, and then you're going to be right, then just, like, mute the video while that's on screen, or skip to when I remove it. I did it in Danganronpa 2 in case 5. I said I'd have a minute. Because I might take longer than a minute or anything like that, I'm not going to say a particular amount of time. It'll just be a thing will appear on screen saying possible spoilers, theories happening, and then that will disappear off screen once I stop saying it. So, best of both worlds. Best of both worlds. If you want possible spoilers with my theories, go for it. If you want to hear what I have to say before it happens, to, like, be able to just be like, oh, he's totally wrong, then you can watch it and then see how that goes. So I hope that works out well for everyone, because I know that both sides of that equation exist. So hopefully that's okay. So on the next episode, we'll do the class trial. I'll have to find a time when I can put 4 hours aside, because these things are incredibly fucking long in this game. This is a Deadly Life, the first one, and it's almost 2 hours. So fun. So, I mean, it is fun. I'm very much enjoying it. It's just, it's way longer than it was in the previous thing. So I just gotta be prepared for that. So, hey, also, if there's a week between videos sometimes, that's why. It's because fucking 3.5 hours, there's no way I can do multiple videos in 1 week when one video is that long. I live in Australia. A 3.5 hour video takes literally over a day for me to upload. Plus, I have every other video that I do to upload as well. So be spaced out a bit sometimes. So, on the next episode, class trial. So until then, this is version 2, signing out.